It's my favorite evening. I'm pacing around the floor. Got southern woods and waters gonna take me out the door. Got coffee on a perkin. I'm about to have some fun. They'll have my mind chasing some critter on the run. Bring it on, southern woods and waters. Make me hear that sound of a fish that's breaking water or the bawling of some hounds. Make me smell that river mud, feel clean air on my face. Bring it on, southern woods and waters, show me that special place.
All right, everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight, being here with us. We've got a great show put together for you. We're actually going to be heading down to Nickajack Lake. Going to see how the weigh-in went with the high school bass nation down there. Had some really good bags down there. It took 14 pounds to even get in on the checks, and that's a really big deal. So looking forward to sharing that with you. But in studio tonight, I've got my buddy Dayton Blair with me. I've also got Hunter Carmichael down here. Yes, and we're going to be talking about the max size bass tournament coming up this year. We have Hunter come on every year and talk about it. Great tournament. We look forward to it every year, so we're going to be getting into that as well. And these guys are going to be giving up some of their springtime bass fishing tactics. They might not know that yet, but we're going to start digging into some of that.
Night crawlers and crickets.
Night crawlers.
I'm telling you, I don't know anything else.
Split shot sinkers.
That's right. Bite-ons.
That's
not
all you need.
pliers,
Throw
but
worms.
The bite-on.
Oh man, this might get tough in here tonight. But guys, I'll tell you what, let's just go ahead and get started and head over to Nickajack, see how the juniors did down there at the Bass Nation.
Big supporters of the high school program. You know, we've got roughly 500 kids on the water today, so that's 500 kids not getting in trouble. You know, it's not without the parents, the captains on the boats. It takes a lot of people to put this on. Of course, Jake does a phenomenal job across the state of Tennessee with high school sports. But go back to Marion County, you know. If it weren't for Coach Mikey Powell with the fishing team, we wouldn't be here today. But we lost Mikey last year to a heart attack, and we've named the boat ramp in his honor here.
We thank you for that.
And he's the reason that high school bass fishing is in Marion County, with the help of the parents and stuff. We really appreciate him setting that foundation. And unfortunately, you know, he's not here with us this year. But it's just great having, you know, seeing all these people here today. This park's full. You know, as being a county mayor, you always look for ways to stop from having to raise property taxes. Well, this here is sales tax.
Oh, yeah.
So 50% of every sales tax dollars dropped in Marion County goes to the schools, you know, for education. So, you know, it's going to be a big weekend for Marion County and having all these folks here. We've got several things. You know, the Hillsborough Marina has been involved a couple years ago, and they're making some great improvements with a campground over there, some floating cabins. They're building a distillery in the old powerhouse in the old Hillsborough Dam.
Yeah.
So there's some stuff over there that they're doing. We have Foster Falls, Denny Cove for rock climbing, waterfalls, hiking. And then we've got some folks that are building some new RV parks throughout the county. We have the Trials Training Center up in Sequatchie Cove, where they ride these bikes over the rocks and stuff. They have those competitions all during the year. Sequatchie Cove Farms and a cheese factory up there. So we've got a lot of stuff. Kettner's Mill, the old Kettner's Mill grain mill on the Sequatchie River with the dam and stuff. Has public access. You go down. People need to stay away from the dam. Blow it, and you'll fish or whatever. Kayaking on the Sequatchie River. So we've got a lot of stuff here in Marion County to do out in nature. And we're excited for people to come and visit for us for a couple of days. You know, we've got somewhere in the neighborhood of probably 100 of the Airbnb cabins throughout the county. We have a couple that has bought some property in what we call English Cove on the top of Whipple Mountain. They're building 14 cabins for rental. So that's going to be a big addition.
Beautiful view.
Beautiful view from the side. I mean, it's a bluff view. You're going to be able to see off into the Sequatchie Valley. So we've got a lot of things like that happening in the county. And, we need somebody back to come out and spend the weekend with us on the beach.
And I think David's at home watching. I've got Mini-Me David, a.k.a. Hank Lowry's here to help us out. He's going to be running the stage works up here with the kids and all that good stuff. Hey, Hank! All right! Give him a hand. He puts up with David. Well, he's put up with David for, I think, 24 years? Yeah, okay. You all heard that story, David wouldn't be doing this because of Hank. Right. If you never got to meet Hank, you're going to meet Hank now. All right, bring him on up here from Franklin County, first to weigh in. Brandon Rhodes and Christian Bradford. We're going to get her done. They got first limit of the day, 5 fish. And that weight goes 1370, I'm sorry. So we surprised David. We got Hank down here to help us out. And the first bag weighed in is a limit of fish from Franklin County Junior Bass. Hold them up, show them off to Southern Woods and Waters. They have 1 fish. This would be the team from Walker Valley, Robinson and Cooley. Their 1 fish goes 1.99. Up again, you got boat number 30 is Miss Gracie from Sumner County. And that 1 fish is 242. From Jefferson County Parrot. We have 1 fish. This is Ethan Rose and Grant Arnold. Give them a hand, folks. 225. Boat number 9 from Mount Pleasant Junior Bass. This is Mr. Davidson and Mr. Randall. They've got 2 fish. Those 2 fish are going to put them in second place at 508 of Meigs County. Cameron Breeding and Colin Moe. They got 2 fish. 397. Boat number 45 on the junior side. They got 1 fish from South Pittsburgh, local. Mr. Ethan Hubbard and Hayden Turner. 205. Boat number 24 from Mount Juliet. This is Caden Waller and Michael Harris. They got 1 fish. The boots are a bit distracting. It's 203.
Hopefully tomorrow. We've been doing good in the state, so that's what we hope for.
They got 2 fish. This is Wyatt Down and the Downs and Braden Huddleston. 404. And from Mount Juliet, this is Preston Maddox and Presley Lanham. They got 3. 5.54. From Riverside, with Sarah Swindle and Elaney Hobart, they got 3 fish, and she's like, and they're good ones. Talking like the daddy. Oh, wait a minute, 1176. There's got to be a good one in there. 583 big fish for the day so far. This is Braxton Kane and James Farley from East Hickman Junior Bass. Solid third place at 867. Crockett County Junior Creek Casters. This is Parker Smith fishing by himself. He has 2.508.
There you go, Parker!
Look, show those fish up there at the Southern Woods Waters. With 4 fish for 867. They're in third place. From East Hickman, Braxton Kane and James Farley.
Right on.
From Riverside with 3 fish. They also have big fish at 538, but their 3 fish total was 1176. For second place, Sarah Swindle and Lenny Holbert. Your mama thought you had a fish, didn't she? Total There you go. Your winners in first place from Franklin County, Christian Bradford and Braden Rhodes.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Guys, I think that's one of the most impressive sets of weigh-in from the juniors I've seen
pretty awesome.
so far. I mean, and of course, to see the girls come in there and end up at the top of the...
Hey, the fish don't know what's on under there,
man.
Rod.
That's awesome.
The knowledge is there.
They
The
get
girls
out there
have got it.
and they know what they're doing.
That's
and
what
it's
it's
a
about.
lot of fun. But, I mean, again, that was the junior weigh-in.
Right.
So imagine what they're going to be doing another 3 or 4 years of doing this.
Getting
And a lot of times they'll have the same partner, you know, all the way
Right,
through.
and the coaches are what helps so much.
They are.
I mean,
Yeah.
it all comes down to the fishing coaches.
It does.
That's
and
who has to-
They
that-
really give their time.
And I'll tell you what, they love it. I love it. I love it when I go. It's
Yeah.
just a totally different feeling. You get excited, and then you're down, and then you're up, and you can't cast, you can't do nothing. But you know what I'm talking
about. I do,
Yeah.
man. Well, guys, we're going to go on over and do this week's Wild Game Forecast. It's being sponsored by our friends over at Wilson Bank and Trust. Y'all can stop in and see them at one of 28 Middle Tennessee locations. Be sure to let them take care of all your banking and financial needs and tell them thank you for everything they do for us here at the show. All right, well, our forecast, I tell you, over the last week, guys, we've sweated, we've got wet, and we froze to death for a couple days.
Yep.
And I think we warm up a little bit tomorrow, and then it's going to rain. Believe it or not, it's actually going to rain on Saturday. Can y'all believe that?
That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think, though? I mean, what are these fish doing? I keep hearing the bass spot's really turning on.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's talking about fish on the bed. You know, I've heard some people say they're catching them out deep, so that's probably fish that haven't moved up
Yeah.
yet, you know.
Right.
But I think it depends on what end of the lake you're on. I really think, you know, your parts of the lake that are warming up quicker,
Yeah.
fish are moving on up, and the parts that are colder, they're going to
Still
still
out
be
further.
out, you know.
Yeah,
So
right.
it just depends on where you're fishing on the lake.
That's
And you
right.
know, the shad are spawning everywhere right now. I don't care
Yeah.
where you go. You got a full-blown shad spawn. I mean, the water has had it messed up. It's been up high and
Yeah, it's
everything's
been a tough spring.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
a
been
little-
tough.
You know, but it's coming now. It's
Yeah.
here. They're catching them on lipless crankbaits and top water and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Carolina
that's fun.
rigs and chatterbaits. And
Yeah, you got a few baits
I
that
got
we're
a
going to
few
be
baits
looking
we're
at here
gonna show.
tonight too,
Yeah.
and go over. So, looking forward to that. But overall, the forecast still looks good. I mean, we got to deal with some rough water. It looks like again Saturday, but
That's nice.
I think it's good.
That'll make 'em
Turkeys
bite.
are turkey forecast
Wide
looking good.
open,
I
yeah.
got a real good bird Tuesday. Had a great hunt. Looking forward to sharing that with everybody. Jack had a good hunt a few days before that. They're breaking up.
let me
They-
ask
they
you
broke
this.
up pretty good. And
Let
those
me
hens
ask
are
you
starting
this.
to
What
nest.
about Monday and Tuesday when it's going to be 80?
Monday,
You ain't going to
Tuesday?
go?
Huh?
You ain't going to go when
I
it gets
don't know.
80,
I
90?
might have to get out there when
You
it
know
gets
what they
that
do
warm.
when
They're going to be
sun
out there in
gets
those
out?
fields. They
Yeah.
are. And that's what they've been doing. And again, they're kind of splitting up. The hens are starting to lay. So, you know, it's a good time to get a long gob or two in the early afternoon. That's
Yeah.
the time to get him right now, in my opinion. I'd rather be there in the early afternoon than the
Let me
morning.
ask you this, Brandon. Have you seen the turkey population still as good as it was 5 years ago, or is it depleting again? Are the predators taking control again?
It's not really looking that good. We might get into some more of that as we move forward tonight if we get time. But no, in my opinion, it's not looking great. It's not. But there's a lot going on, a lot of studies. We're going to have a whole show about that here in a few
And we
weeks. so-
talked on the way down,
Yeah.
development of properties, cutting trees,
Yeah.
taking all.
wearing us out.
It's wearing everything out, dude.
Well, guys, we want to remind you to follow us on Facebook. Keep up with us there, and we'll be down at Hope Outdoors this weekend in West Tennessee. We'll let you know how everything's going on Facebook through that. So be sure to check us out. You can find us at swwtv.com as well. Find all of our past episodes. We'll be back here in just a minute with this week's Pictures of the Week and some more Southern Woods and Waters.